All right, Shalom. I'm going to start off giving infinite honors, glory, and prayers to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to our apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone, root well, teaches his truth 100%, no cut. Double shalom and salutation to the Akim, pushing his word across the four winds in true faith and sincerity, giving all diligence. I want to just get into a quick lesson out of one, right as our Lord's will is edifying and to the point. This lesson, is all lessons inspired through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Salakia. She woke up with it on my spirit. It's like, I'm pretty sure brothers done experienced it before. It's like you sleeping and your mind just meditating on, lesson, scriptures, like the Lord put it on your spirit where it's like you sleep, but you're woke thinking about a lesson, if that makes sense. And this where it comes from, man. Was doing some reading a couple days ago. In particular in John, and just was on my spirit. Me and the brother was having a conversation as well, like I believe prior, like a few days prior to me reading in John, or a week. And it was just on my spirit, the well of salvation, which is only for the elect of Israel, then ultimately all of Israel, is gonna drink of that well, man. All right. It's gonna take part in that second covenant, being made perfect, being made without sin, those new bodies, those extraterrestrial bodies, man, where we don't go off ever again. We're perfectly in sync with Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. And just through the spirit, Lord willing, this lesson edifying, I'm gonna read and let's get it. It says, this is John 4:13 through 24. It says, Yahweh Shah answered and said unto her. Now, backtrack, you read the whole chapter, but in particular, we're gonna run through it. The her is talking about, the Sumerian woman, which is actually a Hamite, because we know our people was ran out of, taken out of that land. All right, the heathens was replaced, was put in that land, pursuant to what that is, 2 Kings. You read 2 Kings, the 17th chapter. All right, and it goes into that. In particular, you can start at verse 23, and it goes into it, but the whole chapter, read the whole chapter. All right, and basically the Lord is getting into, letting them know, the salvation is only for, the Jews, which ultimately, we understand that it's talking about the whole 12 tribes, but the elect, first and foremost, and then 2/3, will come back, through the loins of the elect on this side, on the side to come, Salakia, which is after the Lord, take down Esau and this kingdom, all right, and deliver the elect. All right, now let's get into it. It says, Yahweh Shah answered and said unto her, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. Now going into it, it's talking about, they met up at the Jacob's well, and he's talking, that water, because he asked her to, get him some water, because he was thirsty, but the Lord just going over ahead with it, but he's speaking of that the literal water, you'll thirst again, but the water, we're gonna read. It says, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. And what's that water? This word, his spirit, ultimately what? Salvation, the truth, the Rakakodash. All right. It says, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give, Salakia. Yeah, it says, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. All right, and that's the truth. That's the Lord's spirit, man. And let's back that. All right, this is John 7:38. He that believeth on me, as the scriptures has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Your mind, your mouth, teaching this truth, applying this truth, being hydrated in the spirit. With an unquenchable, spirit, man. Meaning you always hydrated. You always, your electrolytes and all that. You're well hydrated in the spirit, man. You don't need anything, man. because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah is all we need, man. Okay, in the spirit, man. Okay. And it says, he that believes on me, as the scriptures has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water, truth, life. Okay, hydration. This word is hydration. Okay, to the spirit. Okay, everlasting. All right, and what it promotes, salvation. Okay, immortality. All right, unison with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. Okay. And it says, as the scriptures has said, and only the elect, okay, are given that faith to believe, okay, on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Only the elect are given the ability to teach this word in truth, faith, and sincerity. Okay, only the elect is given diligence to make their call and election sure. Only the elect are going to put on as the elect. Okay. Lord willing, we are part of that number star when our apostles, elders, bishops on down, man. Okay, of Great Millstone, man. All right, and those that teach the same doctrine. Okay. The same exact doctrine as our apostles and elders, man, of Great Millstone. Okay, Lord willing, man, we endure to the end. All right, but this is the water. We don't need to drink out of no other cisterns, man. Okay, we don't need, to indulge in this Babylonian goddamn wine, Babylonian bullshit, man. Okay, the American way. We don't need to indulge in, the Quran and Islam, all that these other, false doctrines, man. We have the one true doctrine, man. We don't need nothing else outside of these scriptures, man. Okay? Outside of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah in the word. This is all we need, man. Okay? The scripture talks about that. Let me get that, man. Isaiah 34:16, seek ye out of the book of the Lord a wellspring. Okay. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord. Matter of fact, since I spoke that, let's go and get it. This is Isaiah 12:3. We're going to get back to it. Therefore, with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. And where that's located, man, the spirit and power Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, these scriptures, man. And that's only for, this well is only for the elect. Jacob's well is only for the elect of Jacob, man. The 12 tribes of Israel, man. The elect, man. No heathen can take part of this. Okay, on the first go round, 2/3 of our people can't, man, because they're in a heathen state of mind, man. So this is only for the elect. That's why only the elect is going to be drawn to this well, man. To these rivers of living water, and going to believe and constantly drink. Okay, and pour out. Okay, these rivers of living waters. Okay, not changing the doctrine, teaching it how it's supposed to be taught, applying the scriptures, man. Okay, meditating upon the scriptures, giving diligence, man, putting on as the elect, man, truly believing in Yahweh Shah, man, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Okay, that's it, man. Understanding what the mark of the beast is, man, and teaching it correctly. That is the RFID, that C-hip, that chip with no dip. Okay, that salvation is only for the elect of Israel. Okay, and the Gentiles that it talks about that can be saved is the elect of Israel, but in the Gentile state of mind, just like we was in a Gentile state of mind, calling ourselves African American, Negroes, coloreds, okay, niggers, okay, that's a Gentile state of mind, modern day, man. All right, back then our people would call themselves Greeks, Italians, Romans, okay, these things, man. All right, and it's only for the elect, man. Only elect are going to be drawn to this well through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah and going to drink. Okay. They're going to drink, man, and constantly stay hydrated in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right. Now let's get back into it. This is Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it has commanded, and his spirit it has gathered them, man, to the well. To this water, the rivers of living water, by the spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. Okay. So let's get back into it. It says, the woman said unto him, Sir, give me this water that I thirst not, neither come hither to draw. Yahweh Shah said unto her, Go, call thy husbands and come hither. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahweh Shah said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband. I mean, hey, the man, the Lord, you're a bastard. Okay, hey, the Lord is not Salak, you're not a bastard, but hey, the Lord is not joined unto you, because hey, the Lord And through the Spirit is the husband of Israel, man. All right. We're the bride, Lord willing, we of the elect, and Yahweh Shah is the bridegroom. All right, through the Spirit of it. All right, so hey, these heathens have no part in the reconciliation, man. Okay, in the marriage. Okay. Between the bridegroom and the bride. Okay. It says, the woman said unto him, Sir, I perceive that, hold on. Yeah, it said, Salaki, verse 18, for thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou hast is not thy husband, and that says thou truly. And you look at it spiritually, man. You know, different idols that they worship, man. These heathens worship, man. Okay. But the Lord also knew, you know. Okay, physically, man. All right, but it just through the Spirit, man. They don't belong. These heathens are not joined unto Yahweh Shah. Only the elect of Israel. Only Israel, man. Okay. It says, the woman said unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worship in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Yahweh Shah said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Cutting our hair. It say, you worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews, man. Ultimately, all of Israel, the 12 tribes, man. Okay, but again, start on this side, the elect. 2/3 gonna come back through the loins of the elect, man. The Lord just showing, man, you don't know what you worship, man. You know, because what we worship is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Okay, what in that time Yahweh. Okay, but now Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. These days that salvation is not for the heathens, man. Okay, it's not for the heathens, man. So they was doing that in vain, just like these so-called Israelis, man. They not the people, you know. They're not the people, man. All that Judaism and all that shit, that's vain. That's not of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. Okay. These Edomites and these damn Asian, all these Hamites that you know, talking about their Christians and all that, ye know not what ye worship. You're not joined unto Yahweh Shah. Okay. Only the elect of Israel. Only the true Israelites by what? A pedigree, by what the seed of their fathers. The lineage of their fathers, man. It has to go back to an Israelite, man. All right, if you're not an Israelite, you don't take part, okay, in this covenant, man. You don't take part in this marriage, man. Okay, in this reconciliation, man. All right. When the Lord returns, man. Salvation is not for the heathens. It's for the Israelites, starting with the elect. Okay. It says, but the hour cometh and now is when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. The Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. And that's only given to the Israelites, the elect of Israel, man. Okay, matter of fact, we're going to close it here. And scriptures say, well, faith come by hearing the word, and faith is only given to, the word is only given to what? Jacob. Okay. The Israelites. Faith is only given to the Israelites. And the Lord was teaching Israelites. Okay, we're going to get this. There's plenty of other scriptures, but I'm going to just close it with this. This is John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profit is nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. And matter of fact, let's get that, man, because this word is only shown to who? All right, so this means what? The well of salvation is only given to who? What is it? I think it's 119. Salakia. He showed his word unto Jacob. Is it 47? It's been a minute. Let me see. Yep. 147. Psalms 147 and 19. He shows his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. So that is, man, salvation is only for Jacob, only for Israel. Okay, the true descendants of Jacob. Okay, the true Israelites, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But only the elect are going to be drawn to this well, man. All right, which is the word, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, okay, and going to obtain salvation, okay, that first class, first flight up out of here, man. 2/3 are going to come back through the loins of the elect, man, and will be granted salvation after they taste the destruction, man, that they're going to take part in, man, okay, for joining unto the heathens, man. And ultimately, it was chosen, okay. The Lord has an elect, and he has a 2/3, and that's just that. All right, but with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the point.